Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire. Let's play. Let's retry our mess up here. Try to really focus here. Talked a lot in the last recording and I kind of wanted to get this done, so... Of course, I may just be running out of steam. As I record these things back to back and as it gets later into the evening for me, I typically have been running out of steam playing games like this. Trying to focus on them, trying to have the mental awareness seems to fail me. Which is a little strange for me, but not incredibly. That's kind of how I always fall asleep, because I suffer from insomnia. It's not that I feel or can recognize that I'm tired, it's just that I start slowing down and then within about 30 minutes I fall asleep, but when the insomnia is actually kicking in, you try to fall asleep at a specific time and my mind says no. And then it's usually 3 to 4 to 6 hours before I fall asleep. So what usually happens is I just work my way into complete and total exhaustion, like about to pass out, and that's how it happens. And ironically, that probably means I barely have insomnia. I don't even know if I actually medically meet the requirements, because it's a pretty high requirements, and so many people claim to be insomniacs and really they just barely have the smallest amount of trouble sleeping, and a lot of it may very well just come down to having too many distractions available to me, too many internets to check, as it were. I need to hurry up here. I think I could win here if I just had time. Why is this game so cruel? Why doesn't it not give me any help? It's really crazy. Really crazy how much this game makes you struggle. For a solitaire game, it doesn't make sense. And no more picks. And remember, I'm on the easy mode too. So because I started stage 4 from a saved file that didn't kick in easy mode, I've been playing easy mode for 30 minutes now, and it doesn't feel like it's gotten any easier. I kind of feel like the game has done kind of a bad job of implying to us that we should play stage 1 of each of the girls first, and then come back and try to do stage 2 of all the girls, and then come back and do stage 3 of all the girls, because each stage is going to be incredibly more difficult than the previous stage. It seems like that is the case, but we've not been given any direction whatsoever. So when you say stage 1 and I can go to stage 2, it is my natural inclination to do exactly that. That's kind of the implication when you have a stage 1 and a stage 2. Not to go do stage 1 of a different story. Well, if I don't drop the ball here, I might succeed on this one. It's kind of early to say any of that though. And there's definitely a lot of things that are going to have to happen. Like that. See, I'm not seeing the moves. I am not seeing the moves. There's a 4. And that and that. That and that. And this and this. Get rid of that one. This one and that one. And that and that. Wow. Can't click on this 3. And so that's probably gonna kill me. This 2 is probably gonna kill me too. Also. Those 2 match. Those 2 match. Those 2 match. Those 2 match. Can't do that. That and that. That and that. There and there. Let's see. This. Where's that final match? Because there's only one here. I know that there's one. There's one. And let's see. It's 5. I saw a 5. Match that. Is there 4? There. 1. Doesn't connect. Can't connect that 5 and 5 there. Red dragon with red dragon. This and this. Let's see. This and this. Let's see. This and this will work. This and this will. But I'm so out of moves. I'm so out of moves. Stage select. So, stage 4. If I click here, is it gonna warn me of something? This is an interrupted data as below. You cannot be getting around. Restart the game. The interrupt data is cancelled when you choose no. This is so written in broken English. I have to click yes, don't I? And let's just see what happens. So you can't actually save and go and do anything else. I'm totally stuck here. Maybe forever. As it is, because I don't want to lose the amount of progress I've made of the first 2 rounds, and that is the right play. It's just also incredibly frustrating, so I'll have to remember that and play differently after I succeed here, which I don't know. We're entering rage quit territory, really, because if you can't do anything different, and if you can't take a break, then you've got to leave the game. And if you're getting forced to leave the game because the way the game is set up, then that is a prime opportunity to never come back to the game. And rage quit, as it's called. But maybe I got really lucky here. Maybe, just maybe. Let's see. Well, I've still got a lot to do. this one has to connect somebody, which I can do this and get rid of that. And then do this. And let's see. Do this. And let's see. This one connects here. And this one gets rid of that one. This one gets rid of this one. This one gets rid of this one. That one. We need this blank. We need this 4. And we need this 1 and this 3. And that means we're going to have to make some matches. This 3 gets rid of... Gets rid of this. This one. Alright. Come on, find a match. This 3 can safely get rid of this one. This 9 can safely get rid of this, which gets rid of the blank, which gets rid of that, which gets rid of this 1. So this 4 is not on top of a 4, which safely says we can succeed here if we can play the game fast enough. And that's not going to be too difficult. Just gotta do it. And so we've beaten Rin and gotten her 3. We've gotten her 3 swimsuits, which there really is no. And here we have Risa as our new girl. Like, there's really no subtlety here. You start off with a, I think this is called a kimono. I think that's the right word. Outfit, maybe Shrine Maiden outfit, and then you're giving her just a standard sundress, and then 3 bikinis. Like, it's a little extreme. Almost certainly there we're gonna have 1 bikini outfit and 2 variations of being naked or possibly even in the act of sex. I guess, and when we go back here, she'll be in that outfit. And I guess we can't switch girls yet. Oh, we have Risa now. We have Canon. And we have Rin. So it's only 3 girls in the whole game anyways. Really. Talk about cheap. Well, it's only 3 girls so far. So there's 5 girls. But we now know Risa. No subtitles, so we have no idea what they're saying. I could try and translate it, but I don't know Japanese. Well, that's to say, I tried to learn Japanese and I only know a very few words, and none of them was just spoken. So, 3 stages for Canon, 3 stages for Risa. There'll probably be 3 stages for the other 2. So let's start stage 1 for Risa. So the weird thing here is, well, it seems like we've got 3 peaks and 3 shuffles now, and no timing. The game has completely changed. This is really weird. This is really, really weird. Was Risa the master Mahjong Solitaire player and I was supposed to play all these other ones? Because this is way easier. I can totally get this done now with peaks and reshuffles, oh please. If I lose, it'll be a shame on me. Now I'm overselling it, definitely, but it's gonna be pretty easy. So maybe stage 2 puts a timer on it and stage 3 puts a more difficult timer on it or something. You'd have to do something to approach that stage 4 difficulty that we just did. I really feel like we've just been put through the ringer, and now we've come out and been given something really, really easy to do. And that's not good video game design, honestly. You don't want the difficulty to spike really high, then drop really low, and then spike really high and drop really low. It's supposed to be a gradual curve with some falling action, but then a gradual curve up more and more, and by the time you're at the end of the game, you're doing amazing things that you couldn't have possibly imagined you were capable of when you first played the game. Usually also you have a lot of upgrades, and so the game is actually easier than you would think, but they do it subtly and sneakily so you don't realize that that's what they're doing to make the game easier. And even if the game is easy, at the end you earn the upgrades, so you're not too upset about that. See, and I don't even need to make matches because there's no timer. So that whole move I just made was actually a mistake and unnecessary. Can't peek with the pieces below. This 5 here. Let's see. This and this, again, unnecessary to do those. But match here. This and this. This and this. Yeah, I think this loses the game for me. But let's see how many other matches we can make, because you might as well get rid of all the possible matches on the board before we reshuffle. Wait a minute. Wow. Let's click this. So you get reshuffles, but you have to reshuffle before you run out of picks. What kind of idiot would create that system? That's insane. That's really insane. And you can use your peaks to see matches, so it's not peeking what's below. I thought that was it. But then you can click it 3 times in a row. A single line of code would have stopped that from happening. Maybe a sound effect to give some feedback to say, no, don't use all of your abilities back to back, because that's pointless. Oh man. Really? That's really infuriating. That they would just totally screw you over. Sorry for rough language, but that's exactly what they're doing. They're screwing you over because you have the ability to reshuffle, but you can't use it unless you recognize that there is only one move left, and then use it then at that point. If they had explained any of this instead of giving us maybe a tiny little instructions as far as how to play Mahjong Solitaire in general, I might be a little bit nicer about it and not be so upset about it, but they didn't. In fact, the idea on its own face isn't a terrible idea, to say you have to recognize that you're almost out of moves and shuffle, but there needs to be a big old warning screen if that's going to be the case, because that was not the expected interaction. And whenever a game gives me an unexpected interaction, I'm not going to be super happy about it. Whenever a computer in general does something that you're not expecting, you're not happy about it. We've all probably had far too much of that in our own lives. Computers acting irrationally or doing things that you don't expect. So, like, this piece here is under this piece, almost certainly. So I'm gonna leave these two pieces right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to get rid of the rest of them. Although that's kind of silly and wrong. I should shuffle now. That way there's multiple pieces face up that I can click on that would help. Yes, that was the right move. So don't wait until the last move to do it much earlier. Now that we're down to all the tiles being exposed, we can do that. So that's round 1 success. And we've still got the golden monkey flying around too, so I guess that means the golden monkey is going to magically change her clothes too. Kind of would prefer if the girls chose to change their own clothes if they want to change their clothes, and not a trickster monkey god doing it for them while the girls are seemingly slightly against it. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. I hope that helps out. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube page. On the right is a button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.